Your grandpa's hastily written letter sits on your lap as you type up another email at your messy desk, answering some questions you received from your 7th meeting of the week. And then you realize it's only Tuesday. You take your hands off the keyboard, sighing heavily, and look down at the letter once again. You decide to read it. Immediately, you recognize your grandfather's handwriting isn't quite as clean and neat as it used to be. And there's a few spots where he scratched out some words, not as assured as he once was either. Once you finish the letter, you look up at that email you just typed, and you delete it. You realize now, Stardew Valley is calling. There's a word for what Stardew Valley makes us feel, but this word requires some soul searching. Before we can find it, before we can feel it, we must rebuild the farmland. We must follow our grandfather's wishes. We must befriend the denizens of Pelican Town, become cave dwellers, and discover the secrets hidden inside of Stardew Valley's cozy confines. That first day on your grandfather's farm is peaceful, but it's also lonely, isn't it? You'll go around the farmlands, weeding, chopping down trees, and making the land your own. But underneath it all, you know you're an outsider, and Stardew Valley isn't home. But that excites you a little, doesn't it? The feeling of your grandfather's work, walking on the land he once walked on. As you walk through Pelican Town, you notice the town hall's abandoned. It's very quiet. There aren't too many people walking about. You go to multiple places and you're not allowed in because those are only for people that are considered friends. And you feel alone. But there's something about the unknown and what we can do with it that brings that excitement. There's so much potential in the unknown. So slowly, we make our way into town and begin to learn just what it is that makes Pelican Town fly. As we explore, we note it's a bit run down, and the people there have a level to them. They're complex. They're sort of friendly, but there's a hesitation, as if they're hiding something. As Pelican Town opens up, so too do their little hearts. So I'll give you a hint about this word. The word itself has star in it. No, it's not Stardew. But that name's pretty special though, isn't it? Where did Stardew come from? There's something beautiful about Stardew Valley. You think of dew, you think of the morning, you think of a fresh start. A sort of brightness, it shines off of the grass in the morning. Morning dew is beautiful. And then you think of stars, you think the same thing. You think beauty, and you think possibilities. Stardew Valley is a perfect name. Now, what I've always wondered is who is the antagonist in Stardew Valley? Could it be the corporation? Could it be the elements? Could it be time? Or maybe yourself? Could it be any of those things? I want to circle back to the word I was hiding earlier. Now this word that starts with star, it's stardust. It has many meanings. For instance, it's slang for coke. It's actual cosmic dust. It's a distant star cluster. But in Stardew Valley, it's a romantic feeling. A feeling of romance, magic, or ethereality. For example, you might say, There was stardust in her eyes to describe someone who is in love and doesn't see their partner's flaws. Stardew? Well, how about Stardust Valley? Now, it's really this feeling of stardust that carries Stardew Valley. You feel as if there's some romance, there's some magic in the air, and you're a bit blinded by it, while at the same time, you have that sort of the cosmic aspect to it as well. I see Stardew Valley as combining these many meanings of stardust. So you have the romantic feeling, you have the actual cosmic unknown, and a distant star cluster. Something that's so far away, you're not sure what it is, but you know there's something lying underneath all of this. There's something hiding. There's something waiting for you in Stardew Valley. So who or what is the antagonist in Stardew Valley? It's opportunity cost. It's when you ask yourself, what else can I be doing? What else should I be doing? In Stardew Valley, the answer is nothing. And besides the creatures in the cave, the elements, the time, yourself, the corporation, you have no reason to leave Stardew Valley. But something lies underneath it all. What drives you to leave? Because you do. What drives Joja Corporation in real life to draw you back to that desk? What makes you despise the incoming winter, or spring, or summer, any season? It's opportunity cost. What else could I be doing? I should really be typing up that email for Joja. I have a meeting. This winter's very frustrating. I wish I could be working on my garden. Or I could be outside. I'd be working out if it wasn't so cold. Or it's too hot. There's no way I can go outside and work right now. Or it's always raining. It's so frustrating. Think of all the things I could be doing. Opportunity cost. That question is the villain of Stardew Valley. I, in my time as a gamer, have tried many different types of cozy games. And none of them stuck like Stardew Valley. And I like to know the answers to things, so I wondered why. Stardew Valley does something so special that I haven't experienced in another game. And what it does, it provokes that villainy of opportunity cost. It brings it forward like no other game. Like I was talking about with the seasons. When it's wintertime, all you're thinking is about how awesome spring is and how it's going to be action-packed, and that's what you're looking forward to. That's what drives you ahead. So you keep playing. And when it rains, you're thinking about how you can't do certain activities, but you're also thinking about how, well, my crops are watered today. I didn't have to do anything. Now what can I do with that time? Otherwise I'm going to lose it. I should go into the cave. And if you don't go into the cave, and you instead decide to fish, you're thinking about all these different things you could be doing. There's always an opportunity cost. There's no clear path. And so that's why you keep playing. That's why you want to do just another day. That's why you check the weather to see what kind of an opportunity cost is going to arise from either rain or no rain, to see how that's going to affect things. It does a brilliant job of always having you looking one day ahead while enjoying what you're doing. Why did I plant this crop when I could have planted that crop? Oh man, now spring's over. Ah, shoot. It's summertime. I guess I'm going to have to wait till next spring. And that's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about the next year. It sort of has you thinking on a macro level all the time once you understand the fundamentals. Even in the beginning of the game when you're chopping down weeds, trees, maybe you didn't talk to someone that you really wanted to talk to. Or maybe you could have spent the day weeding, but time passed so fast because you found yourself fishing. Well, I'll play again. I'll play tomorrow so that I can do what I wanted to do. The opportunity cost drives you to keep on playing. But that's also what makes it the villain. There's no central force in Stardew Valley. You can argue Joja Corporation. It's the whole reason you're so excited, your character, to leave and go into Stardew Valley. It could be a greater commentary on capitalism. We could go there. But it's something bigger than that, to me. The opportunity cost is always nipping at your heels. It's just right behind you. It's reminding you that you are facing all of the antagonists I listed earlier. You're facing time. You're facing the elements. You're facing Joja Corporation. You can't let them beat you. It's always a constant. Opportunity cost is the villain of gaming in general. It's why people don't play games as they age. Because, let's say you're a father. Let's say you're a mother. You think about what you could be doing with your kids. How you could be doing something that you really need to do. Or again, here comes Joja Corporation. You gotta send that email. Should really go to work today. Those sort of things. I should really be fixing up the porch because winter's on the way. Stardew Valley comes at those very crucial aspects of life and gamifies them and makes them fun and cozy. That's what a lot of cozy games do. But Stardew Valley does it best. And I think for me, Stardew Valley is one of my favorite games because it can teach you a lot about yourself. I don't necessarily think that this is what the developer, Eric, was intending. Maybe he was. Maybe he's this brilliant. I haven't seen anything that said this, but it is a reflection of your own life. You're doing things that you might need to do in real life, but you're taking a break from those activities in real life to do them in a game. And that's pretty brilliant. But you can also use that to look back on yourself and think, wow, maybe they aren't so bad. I just found some beauty and peace in doing that in this game. I think I can find that in my own life too. And it's really special that a game can do that. Especially when it's the villain, it's the antagonist. It's the fighting, driving force of why you play the game that can lead to such a beautiful discovery.